This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive On-Location in New York City. I have with me Hank Lambert from PURE Bioscience. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is PURE, P-U-R-E. Hank, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. It's great to be with you.
It's good to have you. Let's get a brief overview, if you would, on PURE.
Absolutely. PURE Bioscience has been involved in commercializing our unique patented antimicrobial technology based on silver dihydrogen citrate, or SDC, as a food contact surface disinfectant, focusing on restaurant chains and food processors. At the same time, we have been in development on a processing aid, which can be used, where SDC can be used as a processing aid for processing fresh poultry and produce.
Let me ask you a question. Is there a lack of news coming out from all over the ports from healthcare agencies? There's a need for this product, isn't there?
Absolutely. The chemistries that are currently in use as food processing aids, as well as food contact surface disinfectants, are highly toxic and not nearly as efficacious as SDC has proven to be in significant testing and very compelling trial optimizations. So we are very excited about the prospect of SDC and its ability to help reduce foodborne illness outbreaks and make the food that is being served and sold to consumers much, much safer.
So my take on it is, A, it has to work quickly, and B, it has to last a while. Can you comment on that with SDC?
Yes, the unique and competitive advantages of SDC are that we kill a broader range of pathogens faster than any other disinfectant or processing aid on the market today. For example, we kill Salmonella in 30 seconds, we kill Listeria in 2 minutes, we kill norovirus in 60 seconds, and these are the three most prevalent causes of foodborne illness outbreaks. In addition, SDC is non-toxic, which really distinguishes it from competitive chemistries in use today. It is very user and environmentally friendly. As a result of being non-toxic, it does not have to be rinsed off, and therefore it provides 24-hour residual protection when used as a food contact surface disinfectant.
So I'm going to mention FDA, Food and Drug Administration. How do you need to get your product qualified to go into the marketplace, and where do you stand with that today?
For the FDA approval for use of SDC as a direct food contact processing aid, we need to file what's called a food contact notification, or FCN, with the FDA. We do it for each individual commodity or food group that we want to be permitted to use SDC on as a processing aid. In June of this year, we filed our FCN for use as a processing aid in the processing of raw poultry. And very recently, we filed an FCN for use of SDC as a processing aid for fresh produce. So these two approvals, once we obtain them from the FDA, will open up markets of $350 million plus in the case of poultry, in excess of $300 million in processing aids in the case of fresh produce. So we're very anxious to receive these approvals, which we expect within 120 days of filing, to be able to commercialize SDC in direct food contact use.
So how do you prevent the good news of the potential FDA approval from becoming damaging, because you're going to have to produce all of this product? Are you ready to produce what they need?
Absolutely. We have substantial capacity to produce SDC concentrate at our contract manufacturer, Intercon Chemical Company, in St. Louis, and we are geared up and ready to go to do that. We are already engaged in pre-approval sales and marketing efforts, working both push and pull marketing, working with processors, retailers, as well as distributors to establish the need and familiarize them with the coming SDC solution to their issues with regard to, in the case of poultry, the significant prevalence of salmonella through the processing of poultry, and in the case of produce, listeria, salmonella, and E. coli contamination in various types of produce. And we have proven through extensive testing, which were part of our FCN submissions, to be able to kill these pathogens at a significantly higher rate than any other chemistry on the market today.
So, Hank, I want to ask you one last question, if I may. Barrier to entry. What prevents your competitors from following you into the marketplace?
Our competitive barriers really revolve around our patents and our unique EPA and pending FDA registrations and approvals. We feel that with our superior efficacy in terms of pathogen kill, both in the case of poultry with salmonella, which is the top priority for the USDA, reducing salmonella contamination in raw poultry sold to consumers, as well as produce with listeria, salmonella, and E. coli, we have proven through extensive testing that we can generate significant reductions in those pathogens, far superior to competitive chemistries on the market. Combine that with the fact that we are non-toxic and other chemistries in use today are highly toxic, and we feel we have significant competitive barriers in terms of protecting our technology and ensuring its acceptance by the marketplace. And we're already working with a lot of these poultry and produce processors who are using our technology as a food contact surface disinfectant today. So moving into use as a processing aid should be a very straightforward next step.
Let's get your website out there for our investors.
www.purebio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hank Lambert, PURE Bioscience. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is PURE. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive On Location in New York City. Hank, thanks for coming on.
Thanks very much, Shelley. Pleasure to be with you.
You got it.